All right, everybody, Sarasota Tim here. On land again for the last time until Port Canaveral. We just arrived to Costa, Mexico. I've been to this port a few times, and a few times I never even got off the ship. But this time we are, because we've gotten off on every port so far on this cruise. This could be, we've talked about it, potentially our last cruise, and for no other reason than we've just getting a little bored with the itinerary. We've been to Eastern and Western Caribbean multiple times. This is our 16th cruise. Would I recommend you do this cruise? 110%. You will have a blast. Everybody does, and we're having a good time too. But it is repetitive, and so without even wanting to get off the cruise ship for the last few cruises, only doing it this time because we decided this could be the last. And also I noticed that a lot of the ports, it's been 2 years since we made our last cruise, they've made some improvements. There's new buildings, new paint, new pools, especially back over there where we just left in Roatan. There was a whole new a deck there, a swimming pool and shops and stuff that I remember the last time I was there. It was very sparse. So looking back at the ship here, there it is in all of its glory. We're in the aft of the ship. This is the port side. We're on the other side of the ship. Wonder of the seas. And here we go. We're going to make our way all the way down here. And then we got to walk our way all the way down there. And I see maybe some new huts, some new stores, shops. So we'll get over there and video it for you. The water, of course, is beautiful, as it always is in Mexico and the Bahamas over here in the Caribbean. It's just gorgeous. Let's work our way on down here. Hey, how you doing, sailor man? All right, so you see I got all the guy lines pulled out over here for the big cruise ship. See how big those ropes are? See that white board up on the rope there right before it gets to the bow? That is to prevent rats from crawling up and into the ship, or any other four-legged critter like a squirrel, anything. That's right, end of the road for you here. Although you would think that they really don't have much of a problem doing what they want to do. That is the idea. Look how many guy lines, bow lines are required to hold this massive 250,000 gross ton ship. Back out for you guys. That's the solarium right up top there where we had breakfast this morning, the enclosed solarium. There's another pier that goes out for another ship. Costa Maya, Mexico. Let's zoom in a little bit for you. Looking down the pier there. Miss T is wearing her dark hat today, there in front of me, instead of her pink hat. She's been a good sport about getting off the ship. She normally, you know, when we started like eschewing visiting the ports because there's not much in them, you know, just trinkets and stuff, and we don't usually buy any of that anyway. So we picked up things for friends and the granddaughters and stuff. She's actually picked up something yesterday over in Roatan. But this looks a lot bigger than it did. They've actually added a lot, I can tell. I call this port the swing set. You say, well, what do you get these names? Well, if you look straight ahead, there's a flag, and then to the left of the flag, there's a tall, skinny pole. And there's a little thing at the top of it, right there. That's where, when we first started coming here, was the only thing. It was the only thing you saw here. All of this has been built. There was some pyramid-looking buildings. You can see them from the ship that sit back in the forest there. It's very It's very much a jungle here. Like they're building that right there. That's all new. Look at that. That's all brand new. Still under construction. But anyway, the swing set is the locals, the Mayans, whatever they call the indigenous folks here. We'll see it when we get up there. They spin around and they're all raveled up with a rope all around them, and they slowly unwind themselves as they swing around, and the centrifugal force swings them out. I think they're up there right now. That's why it's spinning. See it? They'll start coming down. Yeah, there's people up there. That was the only thing you saw here. Now the wind is really blowing. I may have to put my mic behind my shirt. I do have my mic on, so don't get on to me about not using my mic. As you can see, we're going to show you the ship now. Oh boy, the smokestacks are putting out all the kitchen and exhaust and whatever they're cooking there, and it makes it look very smoky, so you can't see the ship that well. You can see how hard the wind is blowing. But the top of the ship there, let me cover this mic. This is terrible. I'll put the mic behind my shirt. All right, so I got the mic turned inside of my shirt, and we got some concrete noise going on right here. I do hope that I was videoing. What a time to start videoing. I do hope that I had my video set on video and not slow motion. I've done that before. But let me look at the ship again for you guys. There it is, all 1,200 feet. And like I said, we're in the back of the ship, almost to the back on the other side. No, this side, that's right. Yeah, this is the starboard side. There it is. We'll take a picture of it in the smoke. Well, Miss T's way on ahead up there. I told you it's a long haul. Probably one of the reasons why we didn't get off on this port much anymore. It's a hike, but we're getting our steps in. I think the other day I counted 11 to 14,000 steps that we got in. So, as I mentioned earlier before we took the cruise, that with no car for a week, you will get steps. And we do not like waiting for those elevators. They are non-existent. You can press those buttons all you want. They don't come, and then when they do, you get on, and it's a sardine factory, and then it stops at every floor. You could literally go up and down the stairs faster. But if you do, you better have a good heart, because it'll definitely challenge your cardio. All right, so looking around here, I do see a lot of interesting things. I'm glad we got off. That's why we didn't get off before. Like I said, it was so boring. It was just that they're up there now. I can see them, look. They're up there. They're up there waiting for all the people to get here. Get them a nice big crowd. But all of that is new. Definitely was not here before. Hold it.